What's up, guys? So I am back at Adam's house with Flying Fox Fruits, and he sent me a message earlier this week. He's like, hey, I'm having a grafting party. You want to come? I'm like, what day? He's like, Thursday. I'm like, that's a work day. Well, I just happened to be doing a follow-up on a project we did here in Longwood about 15 minutes away, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to do that on Thursday and come to you Thursday evening. He said he had live music. He said he was at a local restaurant and heard this guy playing. He's like, I'm going to hire him and have him come back to my house and play while I graft. Talk about epicness. So Adam's got some live music, some grafting going on, small group over here. We're eating, making some swamp cabbage, all kinds of goodness. I've got Japoticaba seeds in my mouth as we speak. Hold tight. I don't know who they are. It can't be too crazy, huh? Dude, you just decapitated that thing. All right.
You can stand too if you want to do whatever.
Those match up pretty good. Get on technical if you want. Bring up the caliper.
Whoa. What we got there?
Thank you.
Just smidgen off, so that'll line up.
That'll work.
For the rarer scions, it comes in handy. You don't waste no wood.
Why are you doing that?
It's like a miniature little greenhouse for it. Seals the moisture in, doesn't let it dry out, and it's also biodegradable.
You just wear that necklace all the time or what?
Sometimes, just when grafting.
We didn't do this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't, because I want to. She's adopted, but it's like she has such a little papa.
And we don't wash.
And
We don't wash.
I go wash my hands.
Or anything like that with it.
Otherwise, my won't smell.
So Austin, you noticed the music helping you graft a little faster here or what?
Oh yeah, zones you in. It's nice and zen.
Well played, Adam, huh?
Definitely. Always a good time at the Flying Fox Farm.
You grafting weeds? What are you doing? Hey.
Gotta pull those weeds on. Look how big the scion is, right? Look how thick it is. But then look how thick the rootstock. You know? Here's the trick. When you're looking at the rootstock, there's a wide side and a thin side. This is the wider, you know? The wider ain't, that's, you know. So. If you try to do this, it won't work unless the cut is long. You gotta have a nice long cut. Okay, now check this part out. Same thing as the rootstock. There's a wide side and a thin side. You see that? There's like, this would be the slender side. So we're gonna make the cuts along these edges because it's the thinnest. So you just skin it. On the exact opposite side, just skin it. Make sure it's nice and flat. That's good. And then now, this is the other part. Watch this cut. And I can make it a little better. Should be good enough. Now let's see how it comes together. Now watch, I'll wrap it up.
It's not like the first time you've done this either, right? This works?
This works.
Is there a name for it?
I don't know what to call it. I just call it a modified cleft. But it's for when the you know, you could do it on mangoes, you could do it on Garcinia, anything, you know, almost anything. I've done it on jabuticabas, eugenias, but you got to make sure it's wrapped up really good. You know what I mean? It's okay if there's a little gap at the bottom, but as long as these long sides are touching, you're good.
What are you grafting here? Some type of Garcinia?
Yes, I'm grafting Luke's Garcinia, which has not been named yet. You know, there's not a species name for it, onto a Garcinia brasiliensis. And I'm gonna wrap a little more of this tape on here, and I'll be done in a second. And I'm gonna go into this mode here. Like this. You don't want to wrap too tight, but you want it to be nice and tight. And then I like to hold them up to the sunlight. You know, don't burn your eyes out, but hold them up to the sun and look at it to see if you can see any light coming through. And I'm making sure to go over that bottom part. Oh, I banged it real good. It's fine. As long as it didn't break all the way, you're good. And then just kind of wrap everything into place. Make sure everything's snug. Everything's on there, tight. Almost tried to break it off there. It's on there nice and tight. So there's no light coming through. Not that I'm aware of. And then we'll just seal this up a little bit better here. Just adding a little tape there. But that's for when you got big scions and little rootstocks. You'll never have an excuse not to be able to graft.
Dude, look at this hat. You're like the flying fox, huh?
That's called a Phrygian cap, and you'll see that a lot on coins and old U.S. coins and the seal of the Senate, and it's just got a lot of historic significance. And I figured I'd get a custom one made, so there it is.
And a grafting party, watch out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do one more of those real fast.
Same thing, just
yeah, it's gonna,
big to small?
Yeah, just gonna run through it real quick. I'll knock that down to there, take that off. Look at that big old scion. Oh yeah.
Did you ever have this much fun grafting?
Never. No. This is awesome. We're gonna have to eat here in a second.
Oh.
And then I want to do one more. There's one more little trick I can show you with the jabuticabas. That's cool. Works with anything. Okay. There's still a gap there I gotta cover up. So that's sealed up. There's no holes in it. All right. Clean this again. The sap is called gamboge, and they say it's medicinal. That yellow kind of latex, they call it, you know, from any Garcinia, they call it gamboge.
Really?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be, you know, medicinal. So, always cut the rootstock first. There's a reason for that. It's because the rootstock's not going to run away on you. It's not going to fall down. It's not going to get dirty. So it can just, the rootstock's able to just sit there. But the scion, you could drop that or get it dirty. So cut the scion last. Now look at the difference. So, remember, you look for the thinner side. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's all about the same, but I'm gonna do it like this. And then just get it. Yeah, beautiful.
Dude, I got a couple trays with just soil in it near my front door, and all you do is just walk over there and spit them in the seeds. So, a little bit of everything.
Bobby, it's yummy.
What, and then try to tell them apart 3 years later?
Yeah, good question.
What?
Where's palm?
We're gonna have to cook that right after this, so you can see. I can kind of show you. But I'm gonna have to wrap it nice and tight.
And you leave that big gap at the bottom, no problem.
You can, yes. The gap, it's gonna get closed up when I wrap it. But I've had it left open like that, and as long as the sides are touching, it's fine. It fills in with sap and it heals up. I did a sapadillo one time, I'll never forget, and it had a big old hole like that, and I was like, oh, I guess it's all right. Grafting these trees is how I'm able to afford to throw this party. I need these to take. The music is makes the plants happy, you know? So after this we'll eat. I'm just wrapping this nice and tight. You don't have to go super tight, but tight. The thing I like about grafting with buddy tape around the union is if you pull too tight, it breaks, you know? So, let's see.
Maybe bad, we'll see.
There, I don't see any light coming through. I'm looking through the union. There's no light coming through. So, that's the trick.
What are you working with?
This is a swamp cabbage, or the native sable palmetto cabbage palm, and that's why they call it a cabbage palm, because you can eat it, you know, like they say it's like a heart of palm, you know. And we went and harvested some from my property here. You're allowed to harvest them from your own property, but you can't like go out in the woods and just take them from anywhere. And they are protected, I believe. It's the state tree. But it's delicious, and you are allowed to eat them if you harvest them in accordance with the law. And you start to peel back the layers. Like once you get the heart, you want like a 6-foot tall tree, and you just get the top section. You know, about, you know, all you really need is, you know, you see the top of the tree. All you need is about, this is the good part in here. And once you get to the good part, you can take it, and it's finger tender like that. You know, it just snaps off, and you can eat it raw, but it tastes a lot better cooked. So you start taking it back and just popping off pieces into the thing.
That's it.
I mean, that's one way to do it. You can slice it with a knife, but if it's not finger tender like that, it's not any good, and it'll be bitter, and it oxidizes very fast. So a lot of the old timers will you know, use lime juice or whatever to make it. So we've gotten off about, you know, I'm probably wasting a little bit on here, but I don't want to get too much, because you get too much and it gets bitter. So, oh yeah. So, and then you keep, you have to keep taking these off, but that's still good. This is quite a bit of good cabbage on here.
This isn't your first time, huh?
I've seen a lot of videos on it, and I've done this before, yes. I've been hungry before with them hurricanes. I was eating anything. Okay, just making sure I don't want to get any of the nasty part in there.
Rex, you think you're eating? Huh?
He does eat.
Hey,
He will.
no.
You gotta keep peeling it back. Because the only good part is this, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
But for reals.
All right, I think it needs japoticabas on it, bro.
Yeah. Tastes like Popeye's fried chicken.
That is true.
It kind of
You
does.
always have good taste descriptions. It's
What
like,
do y'all
make them
think?
ready
Any good?
Very good.
You dig?
Love it.
All right.
Yes.
Coming back for some of that swamp cabbage, aren't you? Yeah. All right, dude, we're running out of light. Let's find a couple of jabos and we'll call it.
Call it. There's some in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but
Oh.
yeah.
Last time we came, there wasn't too many fruits on these reds, bro.
But I can start picking if you want.
Okay, I see a couple.
If you twist them off, they'll last longer because they don't rip. You know what I mean? So you twist, and then some fruit. But we can kind of punch through here and look at them real quick. There's better light over here.
Whoa. That one's hanging. Oh.
Eat what you want.
He said, eat what you want. Did you hear that? Eat what you want. I've just been let loose in a japoticaba grove. I don't think there's too many of these around, bro. Might be like one of a kind.
You know what's up with that?
I've been eating sabers for a while. These are way sweeter and the skin's way better. You can actually enjoy the skin on this one. Woo.
This is the old, we call jabos on the cob, you know what I mean? Where you
Jabos on the cob.
you come down,
Do
you get down.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the size of them.
Nice.
Certain times of the year, the birds leave them alone. This time they leave them alone.
Got your japoticabas? Okay.
So I let the weeds grow real bad and then just pull them and leave them in piles to compost.
I saw a pile over there.
Yeah, we just hand pull them. We don't spray
Whoa, Adam, you composting and you're barefoot. Rob Greenfield will be proud, bro. Whoa.
Yeah.
You been watching my videos or something, bro? What's going on?
We don't spray any Roundup and we just pull everything by hand. And yeah, we got to pull some weeds. But yeah, you see me getting some there.
This is the freak. This is the anomaly, and this is called the anomaly because it like fruits in what, 2 to 3 years from seed?
It fruits in about 3 years from seed, but the fact is that it flowers so much.
It's like non-stop flowering.
Lots of fruit too.
Thin skin.
Thin skin. Big seed sometimes.
Big seed. Thin skin.
Just like the red a lot.
Not as potent flavor. That was fire. All right, Adam, thanks for having the grafting party. Anything you want to holler?
Just want to say shout out to Pete for coming here and filming this. I really appreciate that. He's lighting the fire in people's hearts across the world, and you're gonna see more of him. He's growing. He's got it growing on. Right,
Thanks for everything, bro.
Thank you.
Woo!
Yeah. See you.
All right, guys, golden hour. It's beautiful out here. I just got loose in the Japotacaba Grove. I'm gonna put links down in the description below. Check out Adam. Check out his fruit trees. He's gonna have fruit available here really soon. Might even be shipping that too, so hold tight. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. And most importantly, pound dirt.